Hi everyone, this is Mahmoud. This is the second video. This is a live demo, as I told you about the system and its different forms. And the system, you will receive the URL for the system, and you will have a username and password to log in. Once you log in, you'll find these forms here on the top. This is the forms that we already mentioned in the first video: acquisition form, withdraw, manage collection, and so on. Now I will go through each form, just show you how it works and how to fill the information on it. The first form, the acquisition form, you can see here different information about the collection, like the name, the collection type, the language and location in QNL, quantities and receiving dates, and so on. This is basic information about each collection, and this is a base for us in the system. And based on it, once we added a new collection here, we can see it in the cataloging and acquisition and so on. So this is very important, and this is a very beginning step in the system. Um, this is just an example, career for example, and this is purchasing, language Arabic, location in Combat, for example, and we have received 500 titles, 600 items, receiving by Tanweer, and receiving date would be 3rd of May. Status by acquisition team, you can say this is in checking process, not checked, you can add anything. And status on Sierra, you can say no records yet on Sierra. By the way, this is not the drop-down menu. This is because of the testing. So in your situation, you'll not be able to see this list. This is because of testing. So it came automatically. In your situation, you need to mention the status from your own. So once you have filled all the information, you will submit. This is the mandatory fields. You need to fill the information in this one. Without having information on it, it will not accept to be submitting. So once you finish, submit it. Now you have added the new collection into the system. So if we open the manage collection, you will be able to see this collection here. This is what we just added: Garil, purchasing, and this information about it. This form, the first form and third form, and also second form, will be available for the admin users. They'll be able to work on these forms. So here in the managed collection, for example, the admin user will be able to export any reports if you're looking for all the donations or national collection based on the collection type, and also if he's looking for the purchasing or specific collection, specific type. For example, here, if you can see, we received 3 collections. First one in January and 2 in May. So if we're looking for only the purchasing collections in May, so we can specify the date, so the month May, from 1st of May to, for example, the 31 and purchasing. If we did filter, so it means I'm looking for only the purchasing collections in May. So I will get only these 2, not this one. So once we do the filter, so we got there, and so on. And if we added any information and we need to update it, we'll just select the collection, and here I can update whatever I want and update. So for example, if this collection, if I added 10 titles by mistake, but in real it's 100, so I will go for titles here and say this is 100. So just notice this one, now it's 10, and we modify to 100 and update. Now the titles became 100, and so on. We can modify anything. For the withdrawn form, we can give a name for the collection and how many items, the date, and sent to, and so on. So by eventually we can have a list of how many collections we sent out. We mentioned the collection name, the managed collection. And the backlog status, it will be available for everyone. So everyone will be able to see this form. So we receive this collection, for example, Doha Book Fair. This is just for testing. You'll not see this in your accounts. So this is the collection name. This is the original titles we received, titles and items. All the time you will see titles and items. And now the current titles and items, it means after the cataloging activities and acquisition and cataloging activities, it means if you have done 100 books, so the number will be reduced here in the remaining titles. For the cataloging, this is, as we mentioned before, for the cataloging team, we can select the collection. We are talking about this collection. And the process type, for example, you did full level for 10 titles and submit. Now, if we went back to the backlog status, now we added that we catalog 10 titles. So you see the original 600 minus 10, the remaining 590. This is a backlog status. All the time we'll be able to see how many items we have done and how many the remaining and how many was the original. This is for the cataloging. Here in the process type, you can find all the functions, all the process as same as the our weekly reports. And here, if you selected, for example, add item, so you'll mention number of items here. If you select it from here, bibs, cataloging or copy cataloging or fully catalog, so you will mention that on the titles as a bib. If you selected that you have created new authority, you will mention the quantity here. This will help you a lot in the next form in the managed cataloging to export any kind of reports you need. So for example, here, if this is the backlog admin, if I said, okay, I need to see backlog admin, because we didn't add anything for the cataloging. So if I selected this collection and I say then I added items in this week from 3rd of May until 7th of May in this week, I have added 10 items. I submit. Now, if you went to manage cataloging, you will see that here you have added 10 items in this collection, and everyone cataloging or acquisition team will be able to see anything he want. For the regular users, you will not be able to see this box. You will see only your work. So you can select the dates if you wanted to see your work in a specific week or a specific month or for all the year. You can just select the dates. If you want to see how many items you have added, just select it from here and so on. And also you can update in this. No, I don't think we will remove this one. For the regular users, you will not be able to see this one, but for the admin users, it's open to update. Okay, for the acquisition team, this is the acquisition form where you will select the collection you worked in, and also all the functions in your weekly report you can select from here and mention the date from and to if you are adding your weekly reports. And also you may select how many titles, items, holding, authority, order, and so on. And the same in the manage acquisition, you'll be able to generate any reports you need. In staff tasks, if you have a training, if you have a meeting, if you have a relevant task, it's just select relevant tasks and you can say duplicate check for new for example, before purchasing. And the date, you need to mention the date in this specific time. It takes 2 days, for example, from 10 to 11, from 8 every day. And I need to mention the location, submit. Now we added this task. If you went to manage tasks, you will be able all of your tasks here and the duration in days and in hours. You can find all of this. Absence forms, the last one, where you'll be able to add the annual leave, sick leave, conference, training, and others. Any kind of um, absence or leaves, you can just add them here and submit. And in the manage absence, you'll be able to see all of your leaves in days and in time. This is very quick demo on the system. I'm sure that you will go in details, you will go around and try many kind of things. If you came up with any kind of comments, suggestions, recommendations to update to keep the performance much more better, I will create a page on Wiki so you can submit all your comments, and then we'll share them with applications team to apply them. That's it. Thank you.